Hello everybody, we are the Geeks and the Giants. I am Enzo, this is my forever co-host John, and today we talk about Titanic for a small bit. Since James Cameron's Avatar 3 comes out December, it's an appropriate time to talk about one of his biggest movies of all time, and one that played a significant part in our childhood, I would think.
Did it? What? What are you talking about?
I mean, I don't know about you, but for a time as a kid, I was obsessed with Titanic and all its tragedy.
Okay. Look, dude, I think we watched a different Titanic. We're mostly into like the documentaries, not the
romance that
one.
never happened. I don't get this trend of historical movies using not real people to witness historical events.
Like, you mean fictional stories using real events?
Yeah. Like, you can go down a whole list of extraordinary Titanic like people and their lives and how they either survived or ended that night. But yeah, you focus on Jack and Rose, played famously by DiCaprio and Kate Winslet. It's hard to imagine any other duo, even though they wanted either Brad Pitt or Johnny Depp for the role. And I'm like, yeah, I can't see anyone else actually. Maybe Brad Pitt for a bit.
I was gonna say I like Brad Pitt in the 90s.
Yeah.
He would have been great.
Yeah, as Jack. But yeah, this made Leo and Kate Winslet, I would think, and just showcases how amazing CGI was back then, because they recreated Titanic with CGI and practical effects, of course. Like the interior of Titanic is all practical, while the shots outside are obviously CGI because you can't use the real boat anymore.
Yeah, there are a lot of things that I appreciate with James Cameron. When it comes to like just interior, he really is like attention to detail kind of director. But like I will say though, holy shit! Rewatching this movie, I was like, yo, we spent like 20 minutes not even in the Titanic yet. I mean, we were, but it's like underwater.
Yeah.
But we're kind of stuck with these researchers finding this blue diamond.
Yeah.
That's been lost to the sea, and they're trying to find it. And they get Rose to come in, just like, hey, look, you had it last. You know where it is. You dated the guy who owned it.
Yeah.
Tell us where it is. And she was like, anyway, it happened 80 years ago. And I was like, and she goes on. I was just like, holy shit! It's like a scenario from How I Met Your Mother, where they're like, yo, can you get to the point?
Yeah. A lot of exposition talking about how grand Titanic was, and I get it. Like, it was one of the biggest feats of human engineering, and the tragedy of it all is just fascinating. But like, I'm just like just. Unfortunately, like with like most of James Cameron's works, like after Terminator 2, I was like, it looks nice. The story is not the best. Like, I've seen better. Like, the memes are kind of funny. Like, whoa, paint me like one of your French girls. That's funny.
That shit was good. It's just like the entire time it's just like Rose is just like, I don't want to be here. I don't want to talk to rich people. I want to leave. And Jack is just like a stowaway who won his ticket to the Titanic from a poker game.
Yeah.
And you get to see like their characters develop. Like she tries to jump off the ship because she doesn't want to talk to rich people. I understand.
Yeah, fair enough.
And like, sorry?
Fair enough.
I was like, you do you, sis. But like, but Jack comes in. She was like, hey, let me show you the other side of the ship that doesn't play poker or smoke cigars.
Yeah.
And they do, and they drink somebody else's beer, and I was just like, ew. And they just show like, hey, there's a class difference here. When we're the people of like the masses, they have a bit more fun compared to the people who are much richer. And I'm not gonna lie, it kind of blurs and melds together, and you're just like, okay, let's get to the car scene. you kind of forget what else happens in the middle.
Yeah, and like I always like how Titanic in real life was commentary on our social class today. You know,
Mm.
like for me, I don't know how I'll sound saying this, but like for me, the only thing worth watching in Titanic is watching people like trip over themselves when shit hits the fan.
Like somebody just like yeah, just like see somebody like tumbling,
Yeah,
bangs off the ship, and just like does a somersault. I was like, oh, there he goes.
yeah. It's like
Yeah,
can't imagine being in a nightmare scenario like that. Like you're in the cold, dark Atlantic, and your only source of light and heat and comfort is just going down, and you're like, well, take my chances out and see.
yeah.
Uh,
Not gonna lie, like the whole. By the way, it's like a ship that's going from England to New York, right?
yeah,
I don't know how long that would take. I've never been on a ship that had that kind of voyage before. But I'm like, damn, they fell in love in like 2 days, and like you guys got like a whole probably a whole month or a few weeks ahead of you.
right.
I really hope this doesn't crash and burn with your relationship. Especially you're kind of stuck in the ship with a rich guy you're trying to run away from.
Yeah,
So I was like, I wonder how this is gonna work. Right, the ship fucking sinks.
yeah. Well,
But yeah,
for me, the other standout is Billy Zane as the rich husband.
no, he's a great guy. Not gonna lie. I was like this guy's he's a misogynist. Well, like
Yeah,
yeah, that's pretty much his character.
yeah. Not much depth to him. Like he has great lines too, where they're like,
He has great lines. Not
Yeah.
gonna lie, Billy Zane does a great job.
Yeah.
Just being Billy Zane, but like I was like, yeah, he's just a dick.
yeah, perfect
That guy.
antagonist for this movie.
Yeah.
But yeah, other than that, it's just a alright story of love mixed with real life events. Like it's far better than the other like fictional story in a real life
Yeah, Pearl
catastrophe.
Harbor.
Yeah, exactly. Like I'd rather watch this any day than watch Michael Bay have a wet dream on
Dude.
explosions.
It was so worth it. Just uh-oh.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Okay,
I'm
okay.
back.
You're good. You're back. Alright. Dude, it was so worth it just to watch the scene where they're like it's the car scene.
Yeah.
And like you're like, oh, you paint me like one of your French girls, and it leads to the car scene, like the handprint.
Yeah.
I think before that it was the paint me like your French girls scene, and it's just like they're like it cuts back to present day, and you just see like this old lady being like, oh, it's the most erotic shit that's ever happened. I was like, damn, somebody give her a cigarette. Holy shit. I'm sorry, I found that so funny because it's just like, can you just tell us where the fucking diamond is?
Yeah. Like this movie wouldn't be as long as it is if she was like, actually, it's still with me. I have it, and I'm gonna throw it in the ocean.
Not gonna lie, I get it. Understandable. Hey, this was a life before this. I do not like Rose as a person. I have to admit, I do not.
Yeah.
Like this lady has her priorities are so skewed.
Yeah.
I don't understand it because it's just like, yeah, we get to the ending where, yes, she does not share the door with Jack, and Jack drowns and dies. And yes, the Titanic sinks and a lot of people died. That was actually a terrifying but cool scene. Just to see like the entire thing, just the entire process of that thing that happened in our real world. Yeah, and he just showed it to us, and it was just like, wow. Anyway, back to these two people. Yeah, she tosses the fucking diamonds into the ocean. She was like, I'm gonna remember you. This could go to my family, the one that exists, but sadly, it's a family that wasn't created with you. Anyway, you know, just like, oh, I don't like you. Even though you are old, I was like, you could have given that to your family. They could have earned a lot of money and everything. And it was just like, and then she dies. This girl dies and dreams of, who else? Jack. She doesn't think about, hey, remember that partner you made an entire family with?
No. None of that matters now. It's only Jack.
Yeah.
If they didn't bring her out to sea, she wouldn't remember this. She'll probably give the diamond to her family. But the coming back out to sea just was like, I like Jack. There's only Jack in my life. And their family gets Jack shit. And we're like, oh, okay.
Yeah. She was like, just like, what if what the daughter was gonna go through is just like, she could have given that to us. And also, after she died, she didn't even think of us.
Yeah. Anyway, would you rate this romance from the 90s?
I think this was like one of the pioneers for Hallmark movies. You know that?
Oh, yeah.
Where like this girl who's clearly engaged to this really rich guy falls in love with like the country bumpkin, and just shows her like the Christmas spirit or something. I would give Titanic like a 7. The more I watch it, the more I'm just like, all right.
Yeah.
When it comes to the story, James Cameron did an amazing job just going through like the whole CGI, the set, showing us the entire like boat in of itself and how it crashes and how it falls, and giving us an in-depth look into like, I don't even think if the Titanic was like a big thing that people talked about until this movie came out.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. Like, for sure it was a big thing when it happened, but like, it's like anything else, it's just like, all right, yeah, we kind of forgot, and then they brought it back. It kind of feels like that.
Yeah.
But I don't know. For me, it's a 7 out of 10. Story is okay. Really, I think I watched this thing 5 times in my life, and I'm just like, not feeling the story.
Yeah.
Actors are great. Everybody was great. I feel like we should have learned a little bit more about like that one, like sailor that like saved a lot of people, or I think he was like a priest.
Yeah.
Like, or a very rich guy who like sacrificed himself.
Literally anyone, the designer who stayed on board, or like the captain, or the band, or
I would have loved to have seen like a movie of like the band that was just like, hey, this is it, boys.
Yeah.
You know, just like going down with a ship.
Yeah, it's like a 6 for me. Like I said, like after Terminator 2, everything James Cameron does, you're like, this looks pretty. That's amazing graphics and CGI. But the story is just like, alright, like I can, like if you told me this took place like not on the boat and it was like someplace in New York and had the same characters, I feel like it just play out the same way, minus the sinking and death.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, it's a definitive romance from the 90s, and it feels like a definitive romance for the 90s that should stay in the 90s, because I'm like, yeah, I don't think this romance would work out once you reach New York, because where the fuck does Jack stay in New York? Like, at least your husband now is, or fiance now is rich. He has like stuff he can stay in. He has a place he can stay in.
Yeah, like you don't need to like him. You just gotta, you know, just stick it out a bit.
Yeah, but yeah, it's alright, the story, and I see why people like this movie or think it's one of the best movies for the 90s. Like, I think it's alright, but it's...
I get it too.
Yeah, but yeah, that's been our video on Titanic. What do you guys think? What's your favorite romance from the 90s? Whatever it is, comment down below. If you like what's here, please leave a like, subscribe, and ding the bell icon to get notified of when we upload next. We're also on Spotify and TikTok to see your best and funniest moments. Spotify to hear us on the go. And the VGM Zodas Voices on TikTok, and as well from Letterboxd, where can you find you?
You can find me at _on Instagram. It is my account.
And until the next time, we'll see you then. Bye, everybody.
Ciao.